Have you ever wondered what happens when Hollywood stars, who already possess natural beauty, decide to touch the knife to maintain their ageless beauty? It sounds appealing, but behind those surgeries are many tragedies that make even the audience gasp. Some people who used to be beauty icons, after just one renovation, have become strange faces, and even their careers have plummeted. In today's video, we will explore together the most famous failed surgeries in Hollywood, stories that are both shocking and worth pondering about the price of perfection. If you find this topic interesting, don't forget to like to support me, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other thrilling behind-the-scenes stories from the showbiz world. You would never have guessed that the once hot icon of American Pie had to live a cosmetic nightmare. In 2004, at the age of 29, Tara Reid, the actress who once made millions of hearts flutter, decided to have breast augmentation and liposuction to perfect her sexy figure. But instead of becoming perfect, her body turned into a horrible disaster. After just one surgery, Tara's abdomen was shrunken, bumpy like ocean waves, and her bust was so deformed that she once confessed that she did not dare to wear a bikini in public. Worse, she herself bravely publicized the tragedy on television, tearfully recounting that her abdomen looked rippled, bulging, and terrifyingly ugly. From a sexy goddess, Tara had to face scrutiny and cruel gossip. A haunting story, reminding that the price of artificial perfection is sometimes a lifelong wound that cannot be erased. You will be shocked to know the truth behind Mickey Rourke's deformed face, the sex symbol who once drove Hollywood crazy. In the early 1990s, at the height of his fame, Rourke suddenly left the spotlight to pursue professional boxing. But the price he paid was too high. After a series of serious injuries, his face was so deformed that he couldn't even recognize himself in the mirror. Deciding to undergo corrective surgery, Rourke bitterly admitted that he had gone to the wrong doctor, and the series of consecutive surgeries only made things worse. From a top star, he fell into obscurity. Hollywood turned its back on him and his career went downhill. It wasn't until 2008 with The Wrestler that Mickey Rourke was able to reverse his fate. His swollen, distorted face became a chilling warning about the price to pay when challenging one's limits and daring to play with plastic surgery. A painful slide that the entire entertainment industry will never forget. Lara Flynn Boyle was once a symbol of natural beauty with her innocent face in Twin Peaks, but the price she paid for her artificial perfection shocked everyone. At the age of 40, the actress decided to edit herself with a series of cosmetic procedures, facelifts, fillers, and Botox injections. However, the result was completely opposite. Her face was swollen, stiff, and lost all natural expressions. Instead of becoming youthful, Lara lost herself, making her a shadow in the film industry. Not only did this disappoint her fans, but this change also made it difficult for her to find new roles when the audience's view was no longer the same as before. One of Hollywood's brightest stars has become a warning to those who think that cosmetic intervention can bring eternal beauty. You would never imagine the truth behind Jamie Lee Curtis's tumultuous life. At the age of 25, at the height of her career, Curtis decided to have eyelid surgery after a cameraman criticized her appearance. This decision pushed her down an unexpectedly dark path. Instead of feeling more confident, she was caught up in a spiral of dependence on the painkiller Vicodin for many years, leaving her in an extremely vulnerable mental state. This was only made public by Jamie Lee Curtis in 2025, when she bravely shared her life story to warn others. Now, after many ups and downs, she has become a strong, resilient person, and is one of the rare stars who advocates natural aging and self-acceptance. But one thing is undeniable. Behind the halo is a painful story about the price of perfection, which Curtis had to pay with her own mental health. You won't believe what Doja Cat faced after her pursuit of perfection through plastic surgery. At the age of 28 in 2023, the famous singer decided to have breast augmentation and liposuction, hoping to improve her figure. But instead of feeling more confident, she encountered serious complications. Capsular contracture around the breast implant, causing one breast to be visibly deformed. Faced with this incident, Doja Cat did not choose to stay silent, but boldly shared it publicly on social media, encouraging transparency in cosmetic surgery. In reality, changes do not always bring the expected results, and Doja Cat became a warning to those who think that plastic surgery is a shortcut to perfection. Her story not only shocked fans but also shocked them painfully, showing that the price to pay for a perfect appearance is sometimes unimaginable deformation. Nicole Eggert's story will make you shudder. At just 18 years old, she underwent her first breast augmentation surgery at the request of the entertainment industry, hoping to achieve the perfect figure. But instead of confidence, her beauty journey only led her into a spiral of pain. After many years and many surgeries, Nicole's breasts grew larger, forcing her to appear on botch to reduce the size. However, that was not the most expensive price she had to pay. In 2024, Nicole received a diagnosis of stage 2 breast cancer, an unimaginable shock. Her story is a tearful wake-up call for those who think that body modification is a simple matter. Behind the efforts at perfection are unpredictable consequences, and Nicole Eggert herself paid a high price for her risky cosmetic decisions. Alexis Bellino was once a glamorous model on Real Housewives of Orange County, but her pursuit of perfect beauty came at a price. At just 19 years old, Alexis decided to get her first breast augmentation, and from there began a journey of non-stop surgery. However, that decision pushed her into a cosmetic nightmare. Capsular contracture and leaking breast implants not only caused her excruciating pain but also paralyzed her arm, making it impossible for her to perform simple daily tasks. Painful and desperate, Alexis had to have breast implant replacement surgery to overcome these terrible consequences. Her story is not only a warning about the price of perfection but also a shock about the dangers that few people think about when deciding to intervene in their bodies. Beauty is sometimes not just an obsession, but also a costly warning. Khloe Kardashian was once an icon of natural beauty, but her quest for perfection led to an unexpected shock. At the age of 30, she decided to inject fillers into her face to fill in her lines, but the results were completely opposite. Khloe's face became stiff and unnatural, leaving her facing a painful reality. Her face looked weird and completely unlike her. To fix it, she had to inject fillers many times, but could she regain her natural look? Khloe's story is not only a warning about the risks of interfering with the body, but also shows the price to pay for unsuccessful attempts to change your appearance. It turns out that beauty does not always come from cosmetic intervention, but sometimes, naturalness is the most valuable thing. Tori Spelling. The famous actress of Beverly Hills, 90210, paid a high price for her decision to get breast implants when she was only 20 years old. Initially, she hoped that the surgery would give her a perfect figure, but the results were shocking. Uneven, sagging breasts that could not be fixed by conventional methods. She had to undergo countless revisions to restore her shape, but things did not go as expected. The story became even more horrifying when Tori sued the doctor who performed the first surgery because of the irreversible consequences. Behind the glamour of Hollywood is a heartbreaking story of loss and unforeseen consequences when placing trust in cosmetic surgery. Tori Spelling has become a warning to all those who dream of perfect beauty through the knife. Meg Ryan, one of Hollywood's most iconic beauties, once captivated the world with her natural beauty and charisma. But at the age of 40, she decided to change everything. Lip injections, Botox, facelifts, a series of cosmetic procedures changed her face beyond recognition. The result? A face that lost its naturalness, lacked emotion, and became the target of public criticism. Audiences no longer recognized Meg Ryan, who was once the model in classic romantic movies. These cosmetic interventions, although done with the intention of perfection, made her a prime example of the price to pay for altering yourself for the sake of perfection. Meg Ryan is now a painful warning that natural beauty is sometimes the most precious thing. Dead or alive singer Pete Burns was once a symbol of defiance and individuality, but his pursuit of perfection through plastic surgery led to a terrifying nightmare. Starting with lip injections, rhinoplasty, chin augmentation, and Botox in the late 1980s, Pete transformed his face into a bizarre work of art that no one could recognize. But the scary story doesn't stop there. One time he was hospitalized for 10 days to treat a serious complication, his lips completely necrotic due to lip injections done wrong. This is not the price to pay for a perfect appearance, but a bloody warning about the dangers of excessive plastic surgery. Pete Burns survived, but never again. His story is not just the fall of an idol, but the shock of life-threatening complications when too much trust in beauty through surgery. Transgender singer and actress reid faced a cosmetic nightmare most people would never imagine. At the age of 30, she went to an unlicensed plastic surgeon who injected cement and glue into her face instead of safe fillers. The result was a face that was completely disfigured, unrecognizable. The consequences of this wrong decision were not only physical pain but also mental devastation, as she had to undergo a series of corrective surgeries to fix the severe damage. Reid's story, while a painful warning, is all the more horrifying about the potential dangers of the unregulated and deceptive cosmetic industry. After all, she appeared unbotched, a clear sign of what can happen when trust is misplaced. Thank you everyone for watching until the end of the video. If you are also shocked by these tragic behind-the-scenes stories and want to continue to discover more shocking secrets from the glamorous and dark world of Hollywood, don't hesitate to leave a like for this video. Remember to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming exciting videos. Each of your likes and subs is a great motivation for me to continue to dig deeper into stories that few people dare to tell. See you in the next videos, where the truth is always more surprising than imagination.